We'd like to welcome you to the opening ceremony 3-in-1 program, visiting Professor Marine Science Department, Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science, Universitas Brawijaya, Malang, Indonesia. We hope this exciting event that we have here will be fruitful and engaging. It is an honor to me to introduce and welcome our guest, His Excellency, the Head of Fisheries Utilization and Marine Resource Department, Dr. Abu Bakar Samba, and our guest from University Science and Technology, KIOST, South Korea, Professor Seungshic Yum, and the second one from Bionesia, Biodiversitas Indonesia, Bali, Indonesia, Ibu Kadek Dita Cahyani, MSc. And also, we welcome all the invited guests, all lecturers and participants in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to listen to the welcome speech delivered by the Head of Fisheries Utilization and Marine Resource Department, Dr. Abu Bakar Samba. And afterward, we would like to request Pak Abu to officially open this event. For Pak Abu, time is yours.
Thank you very much, Budian. Thank you very much, Budian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. Honorable Professor Seungshic Yum from the University of Science and Technology, Korea Institute of Ocean Science and Technology, South Korea, and also Ibu Kadek Dita Cahyani, MSc, from Bionesia-Bali, Indonesia. Thanks again. Welcome to our faculty. Our dean so sorry. He has also in this time today. He also joined annual meeting of Indonesian Forum of Fisheries and Marine Science Dean. So he cannot join today meeting with us. He sent a best regard to both of you, Professor Yum and Ibu Kadek. So as we know that Professor Yum and also Ibu Kadek, as you know that start from 2018, our university start to invite in 1 year more than 100 visiting professor and also 100 practitioners from Indonesia side to come to our university and have a lecture with our staff and also our student here for 40 hours. So at least in 2 weeks, they will stay here in Brawijaya University and have academic activities, not only class activities, but also research activities and also student supervisor and also joining publication with our staff here. But this year, 2020, as you know that due to the pandemic, so all of the activity will be in online and virtual. So thanks again for joining us in this 3-in-1 program. Professor Yum and also Ibu Kadek and all participants, as we know that our university, so we have about 16 faculty, and Fisheries and Marine Science faculty is one of the faculty in Brawijaya University, and also we have more than 19,700 students here in Brawijaya University, one of the huge number of students in Indonesia. And also we know that our university vision is become an outstanding world-class university and able to take active part in national development through education, research, and community service, in which one of the goals of our university or the target of development is toward a world-class entrepreneurial university. So in this event, internationalization activity is one of the real act towards a world-class entrepreneurial university. That's why start from 2018, 2019, and this year we still invite more than 100 professors to come to our university. And I just briefly describe our faculty here. That here we have 3 departments. So the first one is water resources management, and the second one is social economic, fisheries and marine, and the last one is fisheries and marine resources utilization, in which a marine science study program included in this department. And today I'm gonna thank you so much for Dr. Ade, who well organizing this this event, and also Wawan and also Dian and all the committee that well organized this this event. Dear participant, to all the committee members, I would like again appreciate your effort. And last but not least, I would like to say once again, congratulations to all of you. Enjoy the program. So maybe the professor will give, and also Ibu Nikadek will give a class lecture, or maybe academic meeting with our staff here, at least in 1 week or 2 weeks. So by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and in the name of God, this 3-in-1 program, Marine Science Study Program, I declare that this program officially open. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Thank you for Pak Abu. Ladies and gentlemen, today we start the 3-in-1 program visiting Professor Marine Science Department, Faculty of Fisheries, Marine Science, Universitas Brawijaya. Before we are continuing our meeting, I would like to invite you to have a moment to pray for the expedition event. It will be led by Mr. Muammar Kadafi. For Mr. Muammar Kadafi, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mari kita berdoa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad sayyidil mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajmain. Ya Allah, Tuhan yang Maha Pengasih dan Penyayang, pada kesempatan yang amat berbahagia ini, dalam rangka pembukaan kegiatan 3-in-1 program studi ilmu kelautan, Fakultas Perikanan dan Ilmu Kelautan Universitas Brawijaya, perkenankanlah untuk kesekian kalinya kami menghaturkan kehadirat-Mu rasa syukur yang sedalam-dalamnya atas segala rahmat dan karunia yang selalu Engkau curahkan kepada kami. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma. Ya Allah, Tuhan yang Maha Kuasa, jadikanlah pertemuan ini suatu pertemuan yang Engkau rahmati, dan berpisahnya kami sebagai perpisahan yang Engkau ampuni dari segala hilaf dan dosa. Sadarkanlah kami pentingnya persatuan dan kesatuan. Kuatkan jiwa kami untuk tetap bersatu padu dalam kebersamaan. Dan jauhkanlah dari rasa perpecahan yang akan merugikan nilai persatuan yang tumbuh dalam jiwa kami. Ya Allah yang Maha Bijaksana, sesungguhnya Engkaulah satu-satunya yang dapat membimbing kami dalam melaksanakan dan memantapkan tugas-tugas yang kami emban, sebagai nilai ibadah di hadapan-Mu. Maafkanlah kami, sayangilah kami, jadikanlah kami hamba-Mu yang selalu rela dan bersyukur dengan pemberian-Mu, selalu tunduk dan patuh kepadamu dalam segala keadaan. Allahumma inna nas'aluka min khairi hadzal amal wa khairi ma fihi wa na'udzubika min syarri hadzal amal wa syarri ma fihi innaka ala kulli syai'in qadir. Ya Allah, kami mohon kepadamu kebaikan pekerjaan ini dan segala kebaikan yang ada di dalamnya. Dan kami berlindung kepadamu dari keburukan pekerjaan ini dan segala keburukan yang ada di dalamnya. Sesungguhnya di atas segala sesuatu itu, Engkaulah yang maha berkuasa menentukannya. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla, wa anta taj'al hazna min syi'ta sahla. Ya Allah, tiada yang mudah selain yang Engkau mudahkan, dan Engkau jadikan kesusahan itu mudah jika Engkau menghendaki menjadi mudah. Allahumma ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, jadikan kami insan yang berkualitas dalam intelektual dan spiritual, serta jauhkan kami dari sifat lalai dan lupa untuk mempertanggungjawabkan segala amal bakti kami kepada bangsa, kemanusiaan, dan Engkau ya Allah. Duhai sembahan kami, Tuhan yang maha pengampun, kami adalah hamba-Mu yang dhaif, yang tak kuasa dan selalu melakukan dosa. Kini kami menghadap-Mu, memohon ampun dan berserah diri dengan rendah hati, mengakui segala kenistaan. Karena sesungguhnya tidak ada yang dapat memberi pengampunan dosa kecuali Engkau, maka ampunilah kami. Duhai penguasa langit dan bumi serta segala isinya, kami memohon kepadamu dengan kemuliaan-Mu. Jangan Engkau tolak doa kami. Terimalah munajat kami. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim wa tub alaina innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adzaban nar. Sallallahu ala khairi khalqi Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun alal mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Kadafi. We are now continuing our meeting to the next agenda to hear introduction on Marine Science Study Program and its facilities from Head of Study Program, Dr. Devri Yona. The time is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Dian. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warm welcome to Professor Seungshic Yum from University of Science and Technology, Korean Institute Ocean and Science and Technology, and also Ms. Kadek Dita Cahyani, MSc from Biodiversitas Indonesia or Bionesia. I would like to explain a little bit about our study program. Before I would like to share. Good morning, everyone. So this is just a brief explanation about our study program, Marine Science, and it's on the Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science, Brawijaya University, and presented by myself, the head of Marine Science Study Program. My name is Devri Yona. So before I talk about our Marine Science Study Program, I would like to explain a little bit about our faculty. Maybe our head of department already mentioned a little bit, but this one is, as you can see, the photo is our leaders of the university. Our dean is Professor Happy Nursam, the one that sits and then the one who sits. And then we have 3 vice deans. The first one is for the Academic Affairs and Cooperation, Dr. Dadu Setiohadi. And then the second one, the vice dean 2 of General Administrations, Finance and Human Resources, Dr. Arning Wilujeng. And then vice dean 3 of Student Affairs, Dr. Guntur. So they all are the leader of our faculty. And then in this faculty, we have 3 departments and 6 study programs. So the first department is Department of Fisheries Resources Management, and it has 3 study programs: aquaculture, fisheries resources management, and technology of fisheries product. And the second department is Department of Fisheries and Marine Social Economy. And it has 1 study program, which is Fisheries Agrobusiness. And the third one is Department of Fisheries and Marine Resources Utilization. It has 2 study programs, Fisheries Resources Utilization and Marine Science. So Marine Science is belong to the Department of Fisheries and Marine Resources Utilization. And the head of the department is Dr. Abu Bakar Sambah, the one who just gave the opening speech. And now I will explain a little bit about our marine science. So marine science, in Indonesian, we call it Ilmu Kelautan. So ilmu means science and marines mean laut or kelautan. So that's why our logo is like the letter A and K. So it's mean Ilmu Kelautan. Normally we just say our study program as IKA or Ilmu Kelautan. Our study program is the youngest in our faculty. We were established on September 4th, 2008. And then our student, when they finish the study, they will have the degree as a Bachelor in Marine Science, or in Indonesian, we call it Sarjana Kelautan, or we abbreviated it into S.Kel. So it's the Bachelor in Marine Science. And our Marine Science study program already received an A accreditation certificate from Board of National Accreditation for Higher Education on 2018. And this one will last for about 5 years. So as we know that marine science is a very broad knowledge, so there are so many competence in it, and then we are specializing in oceanography, biotechnology, exploration, and conservation. So at the end, our students, they have to choose their interest in this broad study program. And then the lecturers also have interest in this first competence. And at this moment, we have about 20 lecturers. 20 lecturers that consist 7 already hold a doctoral degree, and 13 lecturers are in master degree. And at this moment, we have 2 lecturers who are studying their doctoral degree, the ones in Japan and also in Canada. I think one of them or 2 of them are here at this moment. And then we also will have one who will start it. So we hope that in the next few years, we will have more doctoral degrees lecturers. And we hope that all of lecturers in our study program will have a doctoral degree. And about the student numbers, I just present the one that still actively involved in the academic activities such as classes and courses. So this data is for 4 years data of our student numbers. And it's started with class of 2016. So every year our student number is like, it's mostly stable. Sometimes it's increasing, sometimes it's decreasing, but it's not in many numbers. So for 2016, it's about 142 students. And then in 2017, we have 69 students, a little bit decreasing. But then in 2018, we have about 104 students. And in 2019, we have 159 students. And we still don't know about the number for the 2020 students. So now in total, based on these 4 years, we have about 500 students only for our marine science study program. As Dr. Abu mentioned, that Brawijaya University is one of the university with the highest number of students. And this one is, I'm sorry, I have it in Indonesian because I just realized last night that I need to put this one as an information. So we try to make a distribution about the interest of our student based on the competence that we have. So in our study program, in order to graduate, students have to have to make a research project, and they have to make a report like a thesis. So when they do the research, they have to choose what is their interest in this 4 competence, and then we try to calculate the number, and then we have most of our students, they have interest in oceanography. So this one is explain the interest of students from the year of 2012 to 2015. So about 38% students have interest in oceanography, and then 29% in conservation, and 17% in biotechnology, and 16% in exploration. So, but this interest is also changed every year. It's depend on the student, depend on the lecturer, depend on the issue and the current issue, and even sometimes depend on the new lecturer. For example, now is Pak Ade Yamindago is just coming back, and his interest in biotechnology. Maybe this year biotechnology will increase the number, maybe. And maybe I hope with this 3-in-1 program in specializing in biotechnology will increase our students' interest in this topic area. And we have also research groups, and this research group is about a group of lecturers they're together in one groups with normally they have similar main interest in research. So this research group is not only belong to the marine science study program, but normally it's a combination of lecturers from different study program. But these 3 that I mentioned is mostly the member of the research groups are from our study program. And the leader of the research groups are from our study programs. We have marine resource exploitation and management, or certain by MAXMA. And then we have coastal resilience and climate change adaptation. Normally we call it CORRECT. And then the newest one, we have integrated coastal ecosystem restoration and sustainable development, are certain by assessment. So I will not explain more about this research group because I think we will have a special session about the research group. But just you know that we have 3 research groups in our study program. And then the laboratories is the important facilities in supporting academic activities, academic and research activities. These laboratories is belong to the faculty, so everyone can use it from every study program. So we have about 10 laboratories, and then some are in our faculty here in Malang. Some are placed in a different city, and the one that I put a green check mark is normally that the one that marine science students and lecturer use, and the head of the laboratory is from our study program. The laboratories is fisheries and marine resource exploration. And also we have one marine station. It plays in the outside city of Malang, but it's still in Malang, so it's near the ocean. And the rest of the laboratories, we still can use it, and it can support the academic activities of student and lecturer. And we also have a publication journal for our student or our lecturer to publish their work, to publish their research. This one is belong to the faculty. It's a journal of fisheries and marine research. This journal is published any topic in fisheries and marine research, and it published in 3 times a year. And Dr. Abu Bakar Samba is the editor-in-chief of this journal. And then the next one is a little bit about the student council or student association. So this one is also just a brief explanation, because I think after this is Himalaya will have a talk, maybe more specific information about the student association. But every study program in our faculty has the student association, and the student association for marine science, we call it Himalaya. Himalaya is the highest mountain in the earth. So maybe like the goal is to be the highest in marine science. So this student association is for all students to develop academic professionalism and leadership. It's the time. It's a place for them to gather together and to discuss everything from about the marine oceanography and regarding with the academic and leadership. And then at the end, they will have more experiences in an organization. So the goal is to build and maintain the Indonesian seas and marine science towards a better future. So it's a very good goal. Like if a student has this kind of goal, we hope that when they graduate from marine science, they know how to build Indonesian seas and to make marine science a better future. So this is just a little bit information that this student association, they have a study club. So in each of study clubs, they will have a more detailed discussion activity regarding the topic. So they have the seagrass discussion group. So it's specializing in seagrass topic. And then they also have about the coral reefs is Acropora. And then about the coastal environment is the coastal protection and restoration. And then they have the one that related with the biotechnology is biomass. And then the one related with oceanography is Oceanography Study Club. And also, this one is too small, I cannot read it. Maybe something about exploration. I hope I don't I'm not make a mistake. And then the next one is RESIM. It's more to the geographic information system. So maybe after this, the representative of Himalaya can explain more about this study club. So this study clubs is students gather together, but they have a lecturer, one of the lecturer who responsible for this study clubs. So the club is still under supervised by the lecturer. Okay, that's all a little bit information about our marine science study program. I know it's not many information you can get, but I hope for the visiting professor, and then you can during your during your interaction with us for maybe about 2 or 3 weeks, you can know more about our study program. Thank you for your attention, and I return it to our MC Budian.
Thank you, Bu Devri. Now we are going to listen student club activities delivered by Himalaya delegation.
To the head of the Department of the Fisheries and Marine Resource Utilization, and the head of the Marine Science program, and also the lecturers of the Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science, I would like to say good morning. And I would like to say thank you to Professor Seungshic Yum from the Korean Institute of Ocean Science and Technology and Ms. Kadek Dita Cahyani, MSI, from Bionesia for taking the time to attend this event. Before we begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Daniel Ananggadipa, and I am from the Marine Science batch of 2017. I am here as a representative from the student association in the Marine Science program that is called Himalaya. Okay, so this is the cabinet logo and our cabinet name for the 2019 and 2020 period. That is called Parigraha Wiyata. It is translated from the Sanskrit language and has a meaning of togetherness and kinship. And this is the vision of our cabinet, which is to make Himalaya as a more active student organization, which has high integrity, and able to become a forum for aspirations and activities of marine science students of the Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science, University of Brawijaya. Okay, the Parigraha Wiyata Cabinet have 5 main missions. The first one is to improve the academic professionalism of marine science students. The second one is to increase the love of students in the marine sector, and to supervise the activities in the coastal area through social and environment-based activities. The third one is to create Himalaya as a more representative student association, accommodating the aspiration of all of its members. The fourth one is to cooperate and actively building relationship with parties related to the marine science major, both internally and externally. And the fifth one is to strengthen the bond of the marine science. Okay, I will explain a little bit about our cabinet structure. It is divided into our core committee and our daily administrator. For our core committee, we have our association chairman and our vice association chairman. We also have our treasurer and our secretary. Okay, our daily board is divided according to the number of departments. In this case, there are 4 departments. The first one, as you can see, is the Hrd Department, or the Human Resource and Development, in which it is divided into 2 separate divisions, that is the Regeneration Division and the Interest and Talent Division. The Regeneration Division has a duty to regenerating new students, all Himalaya members, and Himalaya administrators who do not conflict with Himalaya AD or AD. While the Interest and Talent Division has a duty to provide means to express students' interests and talents in arts, sports, and is responsible for controlling their implementation. This is several of the Hrd Department programs. We have Jangkar Silaturahmi, Megalodon, Olympika, Upgrading, Batch Leadership Election, Open Staff Recruitment, Batch Leader Circle, and Interest and Talent Activities. Okay, this is some of the documentations that it is an activities that was being conducted from the Hrd Department. And in the left, you can see it is Olympika, which is a sporting activity. In the middle one is Jangkar Silaturahmi, which is an activity to grow a bond between marine science family. And the left one is Megalodon, which is a coastal activity. Okay, for our second department, we have the Public Relations Department, in which it is divided into 3 separate divisions. First of all, it's the Student Welfare Advocacy Division. The second one is the External Division. And the third one is the Communication and Information Division. The Student Welfare Advocacy Division has a duty to conduct a structured and targeted advocacy function in order to help solve student academic financial problems. The External Division has a duty to form a connection between the association from external parties, including faculty bureaucracy, other institutions, Himetek Indo, and also alumni. While the Communication and Information Division is responsible for managing information media. Okay, this is some of the events that was being conducted by the Public Relations Department. We have Bulletin Himalaya, we have Marine Science Repository, Publication Center, Puskom Info Himalaya Workshop, Design Center, Coaching, Advocacy Optimizer, batch circle, question comparative study, inauguration of the Alumni Association, ASIC or Marine Science Social Act, and PK or Marine Care. Okay, this is the documentation of one of the events that was being conducted from the Public Relations Department. It is the comparative study with Hima Ose in Diponegoro University on November 23rd, 2019. It was conducted last year. Okay, next we have the Science Department. It is also divided into several divisions, namely the Study Group Division and the Research and Development Division. And duty of the Study Group Division is to provide means of knowledge sharing, according to marine science concentration from study club, and to supervise and being responsible for the activities that was being conducted by the study club in marine science program. While the second one, the Research and Development Division, is to encourage students to think scientifically and participate in scientific activities in the field of science and technology among marine science students. Okay, so here we have the some of the science department programs. We have Pacific, we have Study Club Circle, we have weekly study and monthly study for the study club. We have Assistance Coordinator Circle, we have Seminar of Interest, we have Study Club President Circle, Study Club Exhibition, Repository, Open Recruitment for Study Club, PKM Socialization, Short Semester Socialization, and Katulistiwa Training. This is the events of Pacific, which was conducted on October 4th in 2019, in which it was an activity that was a joint activity between the study club and the Marine Science Student Association with the organization that is located in the coastal area of Southern Malang. Okay, last but not least, we have the Entrepreneurial Department. The Entrepreneurial Department, it is divided into the Inventory Division and the Fundraising Division. The Inventory Division is responsible for managing inventory in the Secretariat Room and conducting periodic data collection, including reporting of inventory conditions, while the Fundraising Division is responsible for raising an entrepreneurial spirit and the students to take part in entrepreneurial events, and creating and empowering independent businesses to support association funding with agreements upon terms. And this is some of the programs that was being conducted by the Entrepreneurship Department. We have Scala, Coastal Project, Media Partner, Product Marketing, Sponsorship, Marine Science Badge Jacket, Himalaya Uniform, Marine Science Lab Coat, Data Collection of Inventories, and Inventory Rent. Okay, so this is the documentation of one of the events, that is Scala, which is a seminar about entrepreneurship for the marine science students. Okay, as mentioned before by Ms. Deviona, we have several study clubs in the marine science program, 7 to be exact. First one, we have the Oceanography Study Club, which is a study club that focuses on studying in the field of oceanography, mainly chemical oceanography, physical oceanography, and geological oceanography. And the second one, we have SETG. SETG stands for Seagrass Discussion Group. As of its name, it is a study club that mainly focuses about seagrasses. The third one, we have RESIM, or Remote Sensing, GIS, and Modeling, which is a study club that has the intention to accommodate every marine science student who wants to develop their abilities in the field of remote sensing and GIS. The next one, we have BioMES, which stands for Biotechnology of Marine Science. I'm sorry, what I meant was Marine Science Study Club. It is a study club that mainly focuses about marine biotechnology. Next one, we have Acropora, which is the oldest study club in the marine science program. It mainly focuses about studying coral reefs. The next that we have is MAD, or Marine Analyzer Discussion Group. And it is a study club initiated by several of marine science students to fulfill a very important need in their final project, mainly data analysis and statistics. And for the last one, we have Cprb, which is a study group that has activities with the goal of coastal protection and coastal restoration. These study clubs are supervised by their own lecturers and is being supervised also by the Students Association. Okay, so here we have the documentation of the Oceanography Study Club. We have the listing of its new members, their weekly and monthly study, and this is the event that was being held during Ramadan. Well, this is the documentation for the events that was being conducted by SETG, which is a weekly and monthly study, gathering for its new members and photo sessions of its core managers. This is the activities that was being conducted by RESIM. It was a joint activity between RESIM Study Club and the ISEC, in which they are conducting a class session and also mangrove planting in Tamban Beach, Southern Malang. And this is the activities of Acropora Study Club. They have a fun dive, they have a Western Bali expedition, and weekly and monthly study. Okay, last but not least, we have the Cprb Study Club activities. The main focus is about coastal restoration and protection, and some of their events are turtle hatching and mangrove planting in Bajulmati Beach, first gathering for its new members, and also they like to discuss about hot topics that is happening recently about the coastal ecosystem. Okay, we also have several social media, and we also have a website that you can check. Thank you very much for your attention. Sorry if there's any misinterpretation or misspoken words. That is all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. That's so many program and activities. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Yes, you're welcome, Budian.
Okay, we are now going to listen technical assembly of the 3-in-1 program delivered by Dr. Ade Yamindago. The time is yours.
Thank you very much, Budian.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ade Yamindago, the chairman of the Committee of 3-in-1 Program in Marine Science Study Program, Universitas Brawijaya. His Excellency, the Dean of Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science, who is represented by the Head of Fisheries Utilization and Marine, Dr. Abu Bakar. Today, I will introduce you the 3-in-1 study program that will be applied in Marine Science Study Program, Universitas Brawijaya. Universitas Brawijaya was accredited A by the Board of National Education for Higher Education, or BAN-PT, and then Brawijaya ranked 700 worldwide and 300 to 350 in Asia based on QS World University Rankings, and ranked 200 to 300 in worldwide and 5 in Indonesia based on 4 ICO rank. Therefore, Universitas Brawijaya aimed to increase its reputation in Indonesia, Asia, and worldwide. Therefore, this program in education aim to gain knowledge, especially having experience. They will be taught by a guest lecture from international and guest lecture from the person who works with a specific field. And then this program aims to develop teaching strategy and initiate student exchange, credit transfer, and double degree program between University of Science and Technology South Korea and Universitas Brawijaya. In research, this program aims to initiate roadmap, joint research, and joint publication between 2 universities, and also the research institute in Indonesia. And second, to initiate or to increase the standard laboratory, especially in Faculty of Fisheries and Marine. And also, this program aims to initiate research collaboration between the collaborators. Okay, so we invite Prof. Seungshic Yum from Korea Institute of Ocean Science and Technology, University of Science and Technology. Now he serves as president of the Korean Society of Toxicogenomics and Toxicoproteomics since 2019 to date, and he's also editorial board in molecular and cellular toxicology since 2008. And he's also associate editor in toxicology and environmental health science. His research interest is molecular analysis on the impacts of environmental changes in aquatic science. A brief introduction of the institute. The institute is located in the island nearby the Busan city. To get there, we should pass a bridge similar to Suramadu in Indonesia. It takes about 30 minutes. And then next we will arrive in the South Sea Research Institute, Korea Institute of Ocean Science and Technology. A brief introduction of University of Science and Technology. This university is a research-based university which manage about 3 research institutes, and one of them is Korea Institute of Ocean Science and Technology, which is located in Busan and several areas in South Korea, and also it has a branch in several countries. And the next guest lecturer is Kadek Dita Cahyani, or Dita Cahyani. She is a research scientist in Biodiversitas Indonesia, or Bionesia. She's also a PhD candidate in. She is a reviewer in Indonesian journals such as Scientific Journal of Fisheries and Marine Science, Journal of and Biodiversitas Indonesia has several activities such as in research, in capacity building, and conservation. The organization also opens internship or proposal or research proposal for the one who interested in molecular science. There are several activities that will be held in this program. The first today is opening, and next on Thursday, we will have a training entitled Strengthening Research Group, Research Collaboration and International Funding. In this training, the participant will learn how to develop powerful research group, and then how to initiate research collaboration internationally, and then how to get funding from how to get grant from international funder. And the next training will be held on September 17, entitled International Standard Laboratory. In this training, the participant will get information or get knowledge, the standard laboratory, especially the guest lecture will introduce Research Institute, Korean Institute of Ocean Science and Technology, how they manage all research activities and social activities. And the next is training in writing scientific article and article review. In this training, participants will get information and knowledge how to write scientific articles and then get published in a highly impact journal. And also they will learn how to write correspondence letter to editor. And there are 3 teaching activities. First, basic genetic analysis, and then teaching in the class, Introduction to Marine Biotechnology. And then we will also develop a teaching module, collaboration between the collaborators in 3-in-1 program with the team teaching of Introduction to Marine Biotechnology. And also we have a seminar, scholarship, and internship. In this program, we invite several people who have experience on internship and then get scholarship, especially in University of Science and Technology, and also other potential scholarship that can alumni or students can get. And in October, we will have a closing ceremony. In this program, all activities will be done online. So I hope you can register in. I hope you register in this event, so you will get information about the Zoom ID and password, and then I hope you can participate, especially in all trainings, and then we offer a certificate that can be used as credits, and then we will get experience and knowledge more, especially in marine biotechnology. Before I end my presentation, I will invite a guest lecturer to deliver speech. First, I will invite Professor Seungshic Yum to deliver a speech about this program. Professor Seungshic Yum, time is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your brief introduction of these programs. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, I was really impressed on several things. First, on the size of the faculty. It has more than 500 students in a single faculty, and the student activity and their enthusiasm on the marine science or whatever. As you know, I was put in charge of, as you know, I was put in charge of the 3 training programs and 1 teaching program. In brief, the 3 training programs are: first, strengthening research group, research collaboration and international funding. The second one is international standard laboratory. And the third one is writing scientific articles and writing scientific article and article review. In these 3 topics, I will share my knowledges and experience on each with all of you. For the first one, about the establishment of research group, I will discuss about your attitudes and attitudes for establishing an effective research group, what you should do for developing international cooperation, and introduce you the funding sources in Korea for international collaboration or cooperation, whatever. And I will introduce some international cooperation. I will introduce you collaborative research facilities on marine science between Indonesia and Korea, which located in Cirebon, Jakarta. And the second topic, standard for the standard laboratory, I will introduce the essential machines and gadgets for marine biotechnology laboratories and rules for laboratory safety and regulations. It's a governmental or national regulation for use of LMO. It means the living modified organism. Sometimes we call it GMO, genetically modified organisms. Next one, the final one about the writing scientific articles and article review. I will discuss with you about the fake journals in journal indexing databases and plagiarism, article submission and response to review results, and finally, review an article of other authors. That's all for the three. These are all for the three training programs, the contents I mean. Then next one, the teaching, about the teaching program, the main issue is marine biotechnology. I will introduce about this topic, marine biotechnology, with some hot topics or issues in the research. For instance, microbiome analysis or transcriptomic analysis and genomic analysis for some the industrialization of the obtained data. That's all for, these are brief introduction of my three training programs and one teaching program.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, I will close my talk now.
Thank you very much, Prof. Seungshic, for sharing information related to the topics on 3 trainings and 1 teaching program. And next, I will invite Ibu Kadek Dita Cahyani.
Okay.
Okay, time is yours.
Thank you, Pak Ade. First of all, good morning. On behalf of our organization, Yayasan Biodiversitas Indonesia or Bionesia, I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Abu Bakar Samba, the Department of Fisheries and Marine Resources Utilization, the other head of department and study programs, all the committee members of the 3-in-1 programs, Pak Ade, Amindago, and all the students and lecturers who are here today. I would like to say thank you so much for inviting us and involved me in this program. And welcome to Professor Yum from Korea Institute of Ocean Science and Technology. It's such a pleasure and honor to be in this program with you since it called I'm still a PhD student right now, so it's such a pleasure for me. So my name is Dita Cahyani. I'm one of the researchers in Bionesia. I will deliver most of the classes and seminars on this program from the Bionesia part. I'm a PhD candidate in Ecology and Evolutionary Department, University of California, Los Angeles. I'm studying the marine biodiversity assessment using then meta barcoding. So I'm doing some NGS work in this point. So being invited in this program is a huge opportunity for us. As an organization, we are a small and young organization. We are less than 5 years old, but we are focused on research, capacity building, and conservation. We mainly doing research in molecular ecology, especially on marine species, but now we expanded to non-marine species. We work with gut microbiome and poultry. We work on some other non-marine organisms as well. In this program, so although we are just developed as an organization or yayasan, we've been in the molecular research for almost 10 years. We're doing a program in Bali from 2010. So the topic that we will deliver is mostly what we did on basic molecular study, the lab work, the basic or standard analysis, and then which I hope will be enough to encourage the students or lecturers to get an idea on the molecular research and what we can do with this approach. We also want to share what we did in the field, how we collect the data, how we process the samples, and we might share some internship opportunity, a grant, a research opportunity that maybe encourage again the students to, if they want to continue the master program, the doctoral program, or starting a research collaboration. This opportunity will let us learn on what the students need and how, in which part that we can help to fulfill that need. On the other hand, it will be a good opportunity to introduce our organization and our research. After this program, I'm looking forward for another collaboration between Universitas Brawijaya and Bionesia, and maybe with the Korean Institute of Science and Technology as well. Finally, we hope we can deliver a positive message and sharing a new knowledge with the students and faculty. We hope this program will give the students idea about the whole lot of opportunity after the college life. Thank you again for the invitation, and I'm looking forward for the classes and seminars. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hrd Dita Cahyani, for introduction of the topics that you will share to us, and then also introduction to Bionesia. And then I will end my presentation. Thank you very much all for your attention. I return back to the MC, Ibu Dian. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pak Ade, for the lightning speech from Pak Ade and our guests. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached conclusion of our opening ceremony. Before I end this opening ceremony, I would like to inform you the agenda. We have two type of agenda, general agenda and private agenda. This is for general agenda. The first one is opening ceremony today, September 8th. And the second, research collaborating training, September 10. And the last is standard laboratory training in September 17. For further information and schedule, you may download our poster in this Zoom chat. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now the end of this event. As the Masters of Ceremony, I would like to say thank you very much for your attendance in this event. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih, Mbak Dita.